different angles this time. So we've got a G20 BMW 2023 Series 340i. We'll be installing a sub in there, an aftermarket one. Come closer. So at the moment we've got just a factory setup. Come around, show them. Just a factory setup. No aftermarket head units, no nothing. It's all just out the. Just come out of the factory. We only got factory subs, factory speakers, nothing in the boot apart from I took some panels off. That was for the dash cam. If you want to see how to install a dash cam in one of these, have a look, you will find it. But today, this time will be fitting an aftermarket sub. As we all know, BMWs have got a battery in the back, which is a bit easier to install an aftermarket sub. You don't have to run a power cable from front to the back. But we need to install high flow input converter. And the feed will be taken from this underseat sub that will come from factory. And then we'll run RCAs and all the cables up to there. The sub what we are fitting today is wide slick. And we'll be using wide 8-gauge wiring kit as well. So this is the sub. Nothing special. To be honest, for a £30,000 car, definitely wouldn't want to fit one of these in, because I don't think it's going to make any difference, because I've done this before in the Maersk, the E-Class, and it was Ed, and basically it didn't sound any better just about as it is. Just wait now, I'm going to bring this shit converter. Install high flow converter like that. So we'll wire it to the speakers. Blue goes to remote. Brown, we don't use it for the subwoofer, it doesn't really matter, it just kills some noise. Pair the white and greys, and grey black and white black together, and you just attach it to the ones out, and then obviously black is ground and red is 12 volt positive. As soon as this box senses any music coming through, it sends 12 volt remote on for the amplifier, and that's how your sub turns on. And then after a while it's got a built-in timer, it goes off. So we'll be wiring this thing to the factory aftermarket subwoofer, then running set of RCAs, set a remote cable from the front to the back, and the end of it is the power cable, ground cable, and fuse box and whatnot. So to install this thing, first we'll need to pop the seat out. Pop the seat out, there is, I think so, T45 on front and back. So I've got T45, pop them 4 screws out. Pop them out. They pretty much look like that. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, push the seat back a bit, tilt it up, and here we have the subwoofer. Then you've got to believe so T15s. T20 actually, not T15. So pop the cover off. Like so. Now you can pop the cover off. And that's where your sub is sitting. And this is the connector that we need to get to attach the high flow input converter. But before that, you can take the seat out if you want to, but then you're gonna have to disconnect the battery because your airbag fault light will come on, and I don't think you want that. But I'm gonna remove these covers so we can get to the rest of the stuff. Then you just pray these cables off. So what the hell? That's very useful. Let's drag it. Fucking bastard. Slide it out without fucking about the whole thing. Whee! You see how it fucking happened. So that's how you remove the panel. You just pop it off from the, there's just plastic clips, just all held in plastic clips. Once you're finished, it's just gonna go back exactly the same way. You slot the bottom part in first. And that's it. So now, we need to wire this freaking connector. Which is all the way, and I think we can hide the converter. We can hide the converter just open here, down the side by there. We'll just chop these ears off and double check because I don't need them ears anymore. I think that in there, here is the speaker wire going. So, what the fuck was that? Oh, I eventually turned off. So we'll wire all this stuff in. Our thingies go up along there. And Bob's your uncle. Did you manage to get that?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, we will chop out a bit of plastic out of there. That gets connected to here because that's where the speakers are. We'll skin the stuff back. Wire it in. And like I said, Bob is your uncle. So now, actually, I need my tape. To be honest, you can go and be able to, because I'm just gonna put it back and you can see everything, I suppose. You need to cut part of this out. Can I get it out in piece? We'll have to cut
Here comes the multi-tool.
Whew. Are you sweating? I am.
Kind of. It's like, don't cut the wrong fucking wires.
Yeah, that is the whole thing. Oh, that's better. So now when you kind of try and separate these cables apart, it's an absolute nightmare. Now we pair grey, solid grey with solid white. Oh. And then white black and grey black together as well. That's basically negative and positive. Now you can attach these cables to these cables. I would say that is negative and that is positive, but sometimes if you look at the factory sub, where's my foot, you can see the polarity. Because they're actually getting a bit more clever these days and they start putting polarity. And yes, and like you see that red notch, red marking, that means that's a positive sign. So white black is positive and blue brown is negative, as I was gonna suggest to wire it up. So all you do is skin that wire back, put something through it, wiggle it up, twist this around. You can do soldering. Don't really bother, I've never had an issue with it. Soldering, you heat the wires up and stuff like that and probably create more issues along the way. So if you want to solder, be my guest. I'm not gonna stop you, but I do not solder because, well, not all the time. On jobs like this I don't, because I see no need for it. See, you open it up, you stick your cable in there, blue is negative, stick your cable in there, wrap it around, squeeze your open loop hole up, and it's a perfect connection. Tape it up and you're good to go. If the moisture will want to get in there, it's going to get in there no matter whether you solder it or you don't solder it. It's still going to be there and it's still going to damage the cable unless you heat shrink it or use some special sleeving, and then you have to cut the cable open and stuff like that. To be honest, the best option is, if you want to take it the next step up, there are special jump connectors that you can purchase, but they're very rarely available for things like this. So, like so, and Bob's your uncle. Next, position your thing. And we'll tape it up at the end. But next is, shame we don't have any factory grounds around in here, and then we'll have to make one. We'll have to make one. .5 is going to be too much. Take it. Oh. So you take 3.5mm drill bit and drill for one of these tapas. And then we'll clean all that. Put a ring connector on the end, and then you can screw it down just like. Clean it off. Now one of these. And you attach it to the body. Just like that. So from now on, we need to run remote power for the box, and we need some RCAs to run this thing. Where are my RCAs? We've got remote cable. Let's see what RCAs look like. Spot on. Right there. Like that, and then all of this business gets run along there. Cable tie all this business, and then we'll go to the back. So for now I'm gonna get this all sorted and I'll show you the finished result. Right, then peeps, so I can show you quickly what happened. Like I said, I finished this. It's all cable tied, everything's nice and lovely, running all the way along there, and you can't see it, nothing. All cable tie, cable tie, cable tie, open there. So now basically I can put the cover back, the side panel, and all of that malarkey, and basically finish off all this side here. As you can see, cables have gone in there. Everything. Come on, I want to put some light on. So cables go there. I took them in there in this plastic cover. It was a bit of a nightmare to get through, but I did. You can. It just takes a bit time. So now I've used that little red one in there for the live that goes to the converter, and the blue one, now the stuff has been taped up extra excess took off. That's how much I've left out in there. So it's got stretch. Now I'm gonna put this panel back together. It's only on clips on there on the side, one there on the top, two there, and then one there further, and then the whole thing pops off. Then I'm gonna be now running the power cable. I'm just gonna do it as I normally do. I'm just gonna install it and let you see what is going on, because it's just really attaching the positive, negative. The negative, you can go directly to the battery terminals or bolts will more than likely go directly to that negative terminal, or if anything, I'll just show you if there's anything different. So give me 5 seconds and I'll go through with it all with you. So I've put the panels back in, and you still can access to all the bells and whistles and whatnot. Negative went in there, along up in there. Positives in there as well, same long with cable tied, taped. And now basically is to put the floor back in and chuck them over, and then basically, well, I'm gonna put the fuse back in, wire it all up, and we'll hear whether it made any difference to the factory system or not. So put your bets on. Now I'll see you in a second. Right, peeps, so that's it. She's all completely done. As you see, everything is back in, everything is back on, working spot on. All the plastics are back, and the sub is wired in as well. And that's what it looks like. That's how the cables go, everything took in, wrapped and everything. And basically it's all working as well. It's actually working better than I was expecting. I don't know, could be the difference in making the subs. I, to be honest, never liked edges, like especially the one. It's if you fit it in like a hatchback and stuff like that, I suppose, yeah. But last time it didn't work for me in a big vehicle like this, so I never recommended anyone. Always recommend install some better. But for this BM, it's given that little bit of extra low end, a little bit, and it works. So, I don't know, it's entirely up to you if you want to do exactly the same. Get it done. You've got a bit of a low end extension, but I like to say customer's always right, but sometimes not all the time. But honestly, I cannot really play any music because I'm not connected to the vehicle and I don't really want to, but you wouldn't understand anyways how much bass there is, because adding the couple dBs, you ain't going to be able to see it on the mic properly. But it does sound a bit better. So on that note, on the bassy note, I'm going to say thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next adventure. Ta-ra!